Hello. Yeah, this is Pastor T here. I wanted to talk about three things I think you should do every beginning of every semester. The first 2 weeks, do these things. Um, and and if you are fresh in the USA, if you are fresh in a university, listening to me, this is what you want to do. So okay, these three things every semester, the first 2 weeks of every semester. So I'm going to go straight ahead and talk about them. What are these three things? Meet your student advisor, academic advisor. Meet your international student advisor, and meet your professors. Is it okay? These three groups of people are so important for your future, and I'm going to explain why. What I'm going to tell you, nobody has told you possibly these things before, especially if you're an international student or if you are from Africa. You've not really been told these things before, because in Africa, there are so many people going to school with so many teachers. Very few teachers. Teachers are not paid that much. So rarely do you have an academic advisor or international student advisor, or you really have these relationships with your professors. So you can easily take what I'm saying for granted when you come to America too, thinking you are in the same environment, but it's not. In America here, there is somebody who is being paid to make sure you take the right courses, recommend the right courses, and make sure your graduation is not delayed. And you need to have a relationship with that person, because I have found a lot of people whose graduation have been delayed because they didn't have a relationship with their advisor, their academic advisor. So as you are listening to me, ask yourself, who is your academic advisor? Go and find them out right now. Pick some time and go have a 30-minute meeting with them. Is it okay? It's so important. That may not have been possible. Maybe back home as you were going through, you didn't have anybody who could recommend, okay, not that they teach you, but they direct you a path. Maybe your parents used to do that. Here, your academic advisor does that work. And it's so important to make sure that you know them. It's a very important first step to take. Your academic advisor plans your classes, recommends classes for you. Yeah. He will tell you, because you can easily take classes you shouldn't take. I mean, come on. When in a university, you choose the classes you want to take. You see, you choose the classes you want to take. When I spoke to my academic advisor, she even recommended joining the honors college. When I joined the honors college, I get 2 months to pick classes before everyone picked. So there was never any class which was full when I was ready. It was almost empty, but it came from a recommendation and a relationship with my academic advisor. Every semester, first week, go and pay her a visit. Say hello. Yeah, but you will be taking classes which will not count. And before you realize, you are supposed to graduate in 2024 or something. And before you realize, you've gone to December or you've gone to January. Have a relationship with your academic advisor. Is it okay? So that's the first person. The second person to know and have a relationship with and meet every semester, the first week, if you can, is your international student advisor. Every person has one. The international student advisor is the one who gives you advice concerning immigration. Yeah, concerning immigration. When you are the wrong side of immigration, I tell you, it's not easy for you. It's not an easy thing at all to fight. So you need to have meetings with your advisor. Am I in status? What do I need to do to be in status? Things like that. Ask questions. I'm trying to look for jobs. What does it mean with respect to immigration? Am I allowed to do this type of work? Things like that. Is it okay? So have a relationship with your international student advisor. Is it okay? Yeah. And so I'm quickly going to pick each of them. The third group are your professors. The third group are your professors. And you need to have a relationship with your professors, because your professor is the one who will write recommendations for you. Back in Africa, where sometimes rarely would you ask for recommendations for something, because they only get you to focus on the academic part. But life is more, there are more important things than the academic part. When you are graduating and you need a job, I know somebody, when she graduated, the professor recommended a company to pick her. She didn't even need to even worry herself with interviews and things like that. She had a relationship with that professor. Yes, they can recommend jobs for you. They can recommend people for them to give you interviews. They have connections. And the least you can do is to have a relationship. I'll talk to you about the type of relationship. Is it okay? I'll talk to you about the type of relationship. But the most important thing is that the recommendations. When you graduate, you will need recommendations if you are going to do your master's. You will need recommendations if you are going to do your PhD. If somebody is going to write a recommendation for you, let them know you a little bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit an idea of what kind of relationship you should have with them. Is it okay? Like when you go for the meeting, what can you have? But I just want you to know that all these relationships, you need to develop them. Don't just go to school thinking that if I get 4.0, everything will be fine. It will not be. You can get 4. I know somebody back in my school who had 3.5 something and got himself in trouble with immigration because summer, if you were not going to take classes in summer, you were supposed to let the international students know. But nobody takes classes in summer, so he didn't know. He didn't take classes, went to stay, came back, he was out of studies. And he had to do a lot of things to get back in studies, I tell you. So it's not an easy thing, the money you pay and all those things. So always remember that. Great. So your meeting with your academic advisor, remember there are 3. Your academic advisor is the one who is being paid to make sure that you are guided in your education, which classes to take, recommend. So talk to them. How you feel with classes going, things like that. Is it okay? So I'm talking about the first one, the academic advisor. When you go for what should the agenda be every beginning of every semester? You don't need to meet them every week. Once a semester is fine. Ask them, question number 1, am I on track to finish in concerning your graduation dates? Is it 2024? Am I on track to finish on 2024? Okay, can you verify it for me? Yeah. Question number 2, there's usually a schedule they've planned for you. Can I have a look at the schedule? Yeah, can I keep it? When I applied for my bachelor's and master's program, they gave me a whole schedule from my first semester to my last semester, 5 years. What courses I'm exactly supposed to do so that I graduate and not do courses which were not important. Can I have a look at the schedule? Do you mind? Yeah, ask them. Another question you can ask them also is there a student, because usually the academic advisors, if it's for chemistry, they do it for a lot of chemistry students. If it's for engineering, they do a lot of engineering. So is there a student ahead of me? Maybe if you're a freshman, a sophomore, is there a student ahead of you who you wanted to get advice from with respect to certain classes you are taking, And how will this student help? You can ask them for their past questions. If you need any help with, do you have your past questions? That's the main one. Do you have your past questions? They can help give it to you. Or if you want to ask them any questions about where is this class, where is this lab? The venue name says something 013. Where is it? Oh, it is behind that person. Ask them. So if you know somebody who took the class, fine. If you don't know, ask your academic advisor. It's their duty to help you. If you are not sure of any venues where you're supposed to have your class, ask them. Is it okay? And I recommend every semester, get them a gift. This last one, I'm telling you, take it from me. It changes everything. Get them a gift. Simple, $10. Something nice, especially if it's from your home country, something nice. You can get them a mug, these mugs, something very inexpensive, if they can written something on it, thank you for being the coolest advisor, something that, every semester I would recommend you get something. $5, it shouldn't be that much. Why is it? Nobody does it. So when you do it, it helps them to remember you. And I'm telling you, many of them will be helped when, because they know you. When they see that kente cloth or that thing you made for them, sometimes they'll be selling t-shirts, and I'll buy one, especially my idea is to give it to my advisor. Yeah, it will help. Should anything come up, your academic advisor with respect to internships and things like that, they will be there. Sometimes when I give it to them, say, oh, no, no, it's just a gift from my heart to you. Because they want you to understand that they don't help you to get your money personally. They are paid to do that. But when you give small, so make sure it's not expensive. In America, it's against the rule to buy something $100, $200. So something simple and memorable, especially if it's from your home country. So, okay, so your academic advisor, every semester, beginning of every semester, ask those questions. Am I on track? What are the courses? Can I take a look at the schedule? Is there any student? If you are struggling with any course, let them know. They can show you, go here, go there. If you are struggling with any course, book some time with your academic advisor and let them direct you to where to go. They may show you that to go and try the tutoring lab here, to go and try this, ask. Is it okay? So that's that. Then your international student advisor also, when you meet with them, what do you talk about? What's the agenda? Am I in studies? Can you verify? Please check. Am I in studies? Yeah. I think you are in studies. Okay, oh, glory be to God. You want to know, because I tell you that's heavy if you are not, right? So then let them know if you are supposed to do anything for the summer coming up. I've seen people go out of studies because everybody was off over the summer. They thought they were allowed to be off term, not knowing they were supposed to fill some forms to show that either you go out home to your home country, or if you stay here, you have to fill a form why you are not taking classes. So I tell them, I'm not taking classes over the summer. Am I supposed to fill any forms? If you are not part of the email distribution group, can you be added? That's the third thing. Fourth thing, number 4, update them of any impending internships. So, okay, update them of any impending internships, so that your CPT can be prepared for you. There also, you can ask for any students, maybe there may even be a student from your country who is above you with the courses they in your area. They can also be able to recommend someone for you, and they also give them something nice, simple, usually less than $20, just to say thank you for everything that they do, for you all. Yeah, so that's that with the international student advisor also. Sometimes students hide from them because they haven't paid their fees and all that. International student advisor doesn't care whether you've paid your fees or not. That is not his duty. That's the bursar. That's the bursar. That's the bursar's office. These people don't care. I tell you about that. So make sure you are in line with them. Academic advisor the same way. And usually I didn't have to necessarily talk to them if I couldn't pay my fees. Maybe, especially maybe if you give them gifts, they are very nice, you can have a better relationship with them. Maybe they may recommend something. I personally know somebody. I know somebody who was recommended by an academic advisor because he asked, oh, is there somebody I can reach out to ahead of me? That person's father took care of, paid the school fees for him at some point when he needed help. Right? So, but they got to meet each other maybe 3 years before because of the relationship he had with his advisor. So you never know. You never know what God is going to use the relationship to do. but honor. The gift part shows honor. Something little. It doesn't have to be expensive. Something very little. If it's more than $20, then rethink it. Something very little, but memorable, especially if it's from your home country. Is it okay? T-shirts, clothes, caps, mugs, anything, pens. Yeah, great. Then the third group you always want to try and meet up with are your professors. Also, I would recommend it. Many people don't do it. They will never tell you that you need them for the rest of your life. Look, when I finished in 2010. I started my degree in my PhD in 2015. I needed my professors in 2010, 5 years ago, to write recommendations for me. Think about it. What about if they don't know you? What about if they've forgotten about you? Doesn't make sense. So you need to develop a relationship, and nobody will tell you that they are so important. Look, after school, the most important people in your life will connected to the school will be the professors. They open doors for you. Yeah, some of these professors have started businesses. Yeah, my wife's professor had a business that when the students graduate, he hires them. So as they had finished their PhD, he had even hired them. Some of them had gotten their permanent residence, green card through that. But if you think that school is just to come and study and get 4.0 and, hey, where are you? Man, it's just homework. It's just homework. You don't understand how complicated when you graduate your life can be if you have not built these relationships. Yeah. So when you meet up with them, what do you talk about? Thank them. Thank them for a successful semester. Thank them for what you learned in the class. You can tell them one particular thing you learned in the class you enjoyed. Yeah, that's one. Number two, ask them for recommendations. Is there any class they want to recommend that you should take, something based off of? Then start a conversation. What do you want to do? I don't know I really don't have any great idea. What do you think? From yours. Then connect with them. Then the third thing you can also ask is if there are any research opportunities you are willing to they should let you, you are open to that idea also. Is it okay? Research opportunities to that idea also. Some of these research opportunities can easily become jobs and things like that. Yeah. For the professors, I don't know if you don't necessarily need to give all your professors, because one semester you can take, I used to take 6 classes. You don't need to give all your professors a gift or something, but there may be 1 or 2 or 3 particular ones or 5 particular ones in your department. So let me explain. Your first year, you all do general courses. Second year, generally. Third year, then you start to go specific. So you probably meet certain professors 2 or 3 times. Yeah, because of my specific area in electrical engineering, I met some professors 4 times. That's a professor you've developed relationship with over semesters. When you go say hello, the next time you get them a gift. Yeah, something simple. Believe me, nobody does it. Yeah, nobody does it. And don't buy anything complicated. Just something nice, from ask your parents back home. Oh, daddy, can you get something nice back home too and send it to me so I can give it to my professor here. Develop your relationship with your academic advisor, your international student advisor, and your professors, those 3 or 4 who are important, which you've taken a lot of classes with, at least 3 or more. Those professors, yeah, they are your tickets, I'm telling you, to amazing places. Yeah, they are your ticket to amazing places. So if you're an international student listening to me, use the next 4-5 years of your school, develop these relationships. Sometimes I can even assure you that they may even be more important than your GPA that you are thinking of. Yeah. Make sure that you have a good relationship with all of them. Is it okay? All right, great. And I believe that's it. You can also ask them of job opportunities on campus. So, okay, job opportunities on campus, you can ask, or maybe at the office. So the amazing thing is that when they like you, and they know that you are looking for jobs, sometimes when the opportunities come at the office, I mean, wherever they work, they always want you to come for it. I'm telling you, man, you have no idea how honor opens doors. Yeah, honor opens doors. A student who understands that I enjoy what you do for me, and this is to say thank you. That's a difference maker, I'm telling you. All right, so I'll leave you with this, and hopefully you can position your future well by taking your academic advisors serious, international student advisors serious, and your professors. All right.